Hi, where can you find small texts to read in Dutch? Well, the first good source of text is your own handbook that you're using in your classroom. These handbooks always have some text to read, and they're usually very simple and according to your level. I have many suggestions for handbooks if you don't have one yet, and you can click on the link there to see my suggestions. A second way to find texts is on Wablieft. Wablieft is a website that promotes the simple or easy to understand usage of the Dutch language in Belgium, and they have a newspaper, a printed newspaper you can get a subscription on as well, both offline as online. Also, they have a big book collection with lots of books written in easy Dutch, so you can also buy books there. The link is in the description below. One of my favorite websites with easy texts or articles is Netbooks, netbooks.be. It contains lots of news articles, sometimes simpler, and you can learn all about it in the review I made about the website that you see appearing up there. Lingua.com is a website with some texts as well as exercises to make on those texts that is also really recommended. Now, you can also read texts from the media, from real newspapers, but that is only recommended for intermediate students. You really need to be able to understand at least, let's say 70-80% of a text to really enjoy it, because if you have to go to the dictionary every other word, then it doesn't make sense. It will only frustrate you. All right. You can find these newspapers in libraries if you're living in Belgium or the Netherlands. Libraries have newspapers plus a ton of books. For absolute beginners, I wouldn't recommend going to a library. Even children's books can be quite complicated. When you're choosing a book in the library, make sure to open it and to read what is there, so that you're sure that you understand more or less what you're reading. Again, no point in getting frustrated. When you're almost at the intermediate level, A2, B1, then I recommend using or reading books that are for young adults, so 16 to 18 years old. I really learned a lot of Portuguese using those books, because they're usually, they're simple, but not that simple, and it's still fun reading what the youngsters read these days. A last suggestion is to buy, my own books. I wrote a couple of short stories that you can read with the difficult words that are marked in bold, so you have a translation of those words, plus some exercises, so you can try to find the answer on the questions about the texts, and the links to those you will find in the description below. Good. Which websites do you use to find texts to read in Dutch? Write it in the comments and I will be happy to read them. See you there.